Honestly, like, and it's also like out of my comfort zone because I don't talk to guys. So when guys are mean to me for no reason, unprovoked, I'm kind of like, why? Like, fuck you. I've only ever spoken to like girls. I think, yeah. So when girls are mean to me, then the only people that be truly mean to me are women, other women. And I'm kind of like used to it, so I know how to defend myself and not to like have my guard up. So that's on me for just like keeping my circle small and only talking to girls. I seen that being an asshole is just a human experience. I forgot for a moment what I was talking about. I just sometimes feel it's best for me to keep myself safe if I just shut the fuck up. If I just stop talking. If I just, you know? But the thing is with that is so fucking lonely. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. Sometimes I just want to be, and also when like I be talking, this happens to me so many times. I be talking and I'm excited and I get loud and my friend, or when I don't think I'm being loud and I'm actually actively trying to put my voice down and someone's like, you're being too loud. Shh, put your volume down. And not in like a friendly way, like, oh my gosh, girl, okay, I get it, but like, put your volume down a little bit. You know, like, keep it going, just kind of like shut you down. I'm kind of like, okay. Then I tell them just kind of like, I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to talk anymore because it's like, oh, sorry, I'm embarrassing you. It's one thing to embarrass myself, but to embarrass other people with just being myself, that just makes me feel like shit. And then we were saying, like, if your friends make you feel, no, if people make you feel like that, they're not good friends. I'm like, no, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. And if you don't know me, you'd be like, oh, she kind of quiet. But like, I have friends that let me be as loud as I want, and they're okay with it. But if you don't know me, you probably think I'm already quiet. But that's because of the anxiety that I just like shared with you guys on this 15-minute talk about how scared I am just to talk sometimes. So I just keep to myself. Also, I feel like socializing is so much better when you feel good and you feel confident in your appearance. And that is the transition I will go to here to tell you guys my second insecurities. Number 2, I think I was gonna pinpoint a certain part of my appearance that makes me insecure, but I think the thought of my appearance entirely gives me like anxiety. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. If I don't look good, if I don't look good when and I leave the house, if I don't feel good the rest of the day, it's just I just rather stay home. Why even leave? I'ma just stay home. It's so much. Okay, I've never been unattractive, but let's just say people have seen me in that light, and people have seen me as I've always been, and that's hella attractive. Okay, people have seen me in both ways for some reason, and let me tell you, it's people treat you so much nicer. Pretty privilege is so real, and it's so real. It is because people are so much meaner to you and ruder to you when they don't think you're attractive, and they're so fucking mean about it. And how like I've never had the come out of their way to tell me how bad I looked, but I've had like just like the disrespectful things, you know what I mean? Like, okay, really, now these okay, I'm gonna like okay, currently I don't feel my best. So I would say that I don't look my best, but I don't feel my best. But I think my best I've looked so far was when I was 16, 17, and then parts of 18. Huh? No, 16, 17. 16, 17. That was the time where I was like, I realized that I could be pretty. And that was the first time I experienced all these pretty privilege stuff. And I experienced some bits of it when I was 18 because 18 was 18 was 18 was okay. So people were so much nicer. People went out of the way oh my god. I remember when I was like a senior in high school. And tell me why the middle school kids were like, I could hear them being like, oh my god, she's so pretty. I'm like, what? One girl, I was walking in the hallway. She just like, and she was a black girl too. And she was like, you're so pretty. And then she walked away. And she was like, 13 years old. And when a 13-year-old, when a 12 to 14-year-old tells you you're pretty, you know it's true. Because those motherfuckers are mean as hell. They're mean. And you know who's even meaner than, 12 and 14-year-olds? 8 to 10-year-olds. Those guys, ooh, they're mean. They're mean. Yeah, they're mean. Okay? Anyways, I remember that I was like, what? And it was like, when I was a senior, that was like the first time I was actually getting like compliments. And people were treating me nicer in the stores, greeting me with smiles, like wanting to open the doors for me, being nicer to me, approaching me more. Like, what? And then, like, okay, and I've had experience where people have just been like complete assholes. Now, I'm not gonna say that. The thing is, though, even though I've experienced the both bad and good sides of society's importance on appearance, I don't go out to be like looking for I don't leave my house looking for compliments from different people. Does it happen sometimes? Yes. And does it make my day? Yes. But when it doesn't happen, that doesn't change my day at all. It doesn't. It doesn't affect me at all. I don't look around for validation everywhere I go. Okay? However, if I do my makeup and it doesn't come out right, or if my outfit doesn't go, my whole day is fucking ruined. In fact, my self-image is ruined for like 2 weeks. I'm still recovering from when I went out last week and I looked so bad. I'm still recovering and tell myself that I didn't look that bad. I look good. I'm still pretty. I'm still the same girl I was before. Like, I'm still recovering for that. For one, I just feel embarrassed. I just feel embarrassed. Like, I went out and it's not even at times where it's like, oh, I didn't love no, it's just like, I don't ever want to leave the house without, like, I cannot look my best, but some days I look bad. And that's the difference. It's the difference between, like, not looking your best and then looking bad. You know? And it's frustrating me so much because I know I could do good. I could do better. And I went out like that. That was the final product when we know that it could have been so much more. You make me feel like a fool. That's what I feel when I look at those photos. And it was a big event too, that the photos you take will be that you look back on. And now it's permanent. It's forever. It's forever now. It's not fair. It's not fair knowing, because I've been looking good. And there's one time you caught me off guard. There's one time. Those are the photos you're going to see for the rest of your life. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? When I do my makeup, when I do my hair, and it comes out right, something about that ritual and that final product that makes everything just feel amazing. When you do your makeup and you're just like, yeah. And you know what? It's true. If you see yourself as pretty, if you believe that you can be pretty, you will be pretty. You will be pretty. Because I remember for so long, I didn't think that I could be pretty. And I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't ugly. I just wasn't pretty. I mean, that's not even true. Like, I was pretty. I just struggled with, like, okay, this is it. Like, when you see someone and their light shines, and when you see someone, their light shines, my light did not shine until I was like 16. And it was because I was very depressed. And my light was just like, it was just out. My light was out. But then I started to glow and shine so much more once I realized that I could be pretty. I think it's that thing. It's that mental blocking when you tell yourself you can't, and then when you're like, oh, actually, I can. Like, yeah, it's like when you see someone and you see them, when you can physically see someone glow, and then you can. That's why in photos you can see yourself like you didn't glow, but now you're glowing. And I feel like that's where I went. I don't think I was ugly. And I don't think I wasn't. I don't think I was pretty. Like, I don't think I was ever ugly. That's it. And I just didn't have that glow yet. That's what it is. That's what it is. I just didn't have that glow yet. Bro, that was eating me up. I was like, no, I wasn't ugly and I wasn't not pretty. So, what was it? There was no glow. So, like, if I don't feel good in my, and also like my body type too, I need to find a way to like fit my clothes. Like I just like went into a rabbit hole of all the fashion that I like on Pinterest, so I know how to dress and know how I want to dress. And then I need to find clothes that complement my body the same. Or I find like, what's the word? Alternatives that complement my body the same way, because everything I see is on skinny people and I am not a skinny bee. So I need to find clothes that complement my body that same way or even better. You know what I'm saying? I only realized like I don't know how to dress myself, and now I'm like learning to do that. I'm 19, and 19 feels like it should be every girl's fashion era. At least that's where it's at least where it starts, or at 16 or some point. And I'm just now realizing that I don't know how to dress myself, and now I'm relearning. I'm relearning. I guess like when it comes to like these things like appearance and my voice, it comes with like self-respect and understanding your self-worth, and then at the same way like beginning to understand yourself. And I think I mentioned in my intro, I might have to redo my intro, that I had another episode. It was going to be about burning out, but I just didn't think that I truly understood what burning out was. I think what I was mostly describing was depression. So not necessarily, I think it started out as a burnout, and then it snowballed into a depression. And I bring that up because in that video that I was trying to record, I said something. I was like, at some point in your life, you're going to realize that you spent your life living for other people, either as a puppet or a secondary character. You realize you become dependent on other people's wants and other people's needs, that you don't even realize what your wants or needs are. And then you're stuck with questions of who you are when you're not trying to impress other people, like your friends or your family. Who are you when you're not trying to be what everybody wants you to become? Spent a long time trying to not impress, trying to become a person that people will like. And doing so, I never took the time to find out what I like or who I am, who I want to be, and how I want to do it. I spent so much trying to figure out other people. No, I just spent so much time trying to keep the peace with people around me so they can love me, when I didn't even like find characteristics or parts of myself that I also love. It was mostly trying to find people to love me, and never took the time to actually be like, okay, do I love myself though? And I was finding love out there. I was finding I was finding love everywhere else except for myself. And because of that, I never really took, like, I was just becoming what people wanted me to be. And even though I never felt like myself, or felt into the point where I just didn't feel at home in my own mind or my own body, because it didn't felt like my own anymore. It didn't feel like mine. And honestly, just to sum that up perfectly, like I already said, like I was just searching for acceptance and love everywhere else, when really really the place I needed to find it was within myself. And now I'm going through that process right now. And I think like now, like